open tonight with a fight in the lightweight division. Paco Castillo versus Dan Godoy. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And Sean, Dan Godoy is really enjoying not only this 4-inch height advantage, but a significant 7-inch reach advantage, meaning he can decide when and where the fight happens. If he wants to get inside, stay outside, he can decide exactly where and when he wants to fight.
Paco Castillo told us, I want a fast start off of scratch and immediately push Dan Godoy to the ropes where I will open up to his body. Round number 1.
Go, Paco!
White trunks for the Texan Paco Castillo, black trunks for the Canadian Dan Godoy.
Oh,
left jab, and that drops Paco Castillo.
Just exactly what Godoy said he's going to do. Catch him coming in with that jab. He said he's putting him down with it. That's a power shot for him. Go ahead, Sean.
Mandatory 8 count given to Castillo by Blake Grice. And right back to it. Undaunted Castillo coming forward, overhand right through the center circle. Jab right back from Godoy. Godoy, stiff jab again, right hook to the body and reply from Castillo.
Castillo cannot get out of the way of that jab. It's been devastating so far.
Duck under, there's the left hook, straight right hand, and the overhand right from Castillo. Turn from Godoy on the left hand. Heavy pressure now to the inside, the framing the right hand. Restart from Blake Grice. Castillo again forward from the center circle.
Once again, that jab been the best weapon so far for Godoy.
Very hard jab, but there's a rear right bolo punch from Castillo. Mouthpiece out.
And that could be because the nose is injured of Paco Castillo. Looks like he's taking a hard shot. Nose is bleeding.
Mouthpiece right back in. 45 seconds remaining, round number 1. Big jab again from Godoy.
This is the best we've seen Godoy look.
On the right hand, there's the turn, right hand again. Big shots overhand right from Castillo. Castillo is taking some thudding jabs from Godoy, and he's landing some thudding overhand rights. Now 25 seconds remaining, round 1. Smear of blood on the face of Castillo. There's that jab again. There's the left hook from Castillo after the Godoy jab.
I like Godoy doing exactly what he said. He's waiting for his opponent to come in, land those jabs, trying to set the side. Castillo's doing a better job of finding his range now.
Final seconds, round number 1. Castillo has had his moments, but Godoy has recorded the knockdown. Left hook, we go to round 2. Both fighters towing the line, up to scratch. 3 feet apart, the bell, round number 2. Shuffle step forward off of scratch to start the second round comes Paco Castillo. There's that big jab again from Godoy. Wide punches, left hand getting through from Castillo. Into the clinch, hard turn effective from Godoy.
That inside wrestling, pushing point, that's very tiring.
Castillo going back almost theatrically to reset and land that right hand.
Godoy needs to throw some uppercuts. Castillo is ducking his head.
Castillo ducking his head again on the left hand. Godoy circling out.
And you can just see that nose is definitely giving Castillo props. He keeps grabbing.
Overhand right off the mark from Castillo. 120 remaining, round number 2. Swing and a miss with the lead left hand for Castillo. Big swing, some are landing, some are missing. Undaunted Castillo forward, and that's a push. A slip is ruled by referee Blake Grice. See the swelling above Castillo's right eye. Straight right hand lands from Godoy. Now Godoy wide punches overhand right from Castillo, takes Godoy off balance, overhand right again.
I have the feeling Godoy's really looking to land that one right hand to get in the night.
Wide swings continuing, undaunted Paco Castillo.
Oh, just coming with his hands down, just ready to brawl.
40 seconds remaining, round number 2. We're in the lightweight division, and there's a thudding right hand lands from Castillo. Godoy took that well, reset it.
Felt like both guys landed good punches in that exchange. Oh, that was a good punch by Godoy.
Left hook, right hand, knocked down number 2. That is ruled a push by Blake Grice.
Very fortunate because Castillo was badly hurt.
See the smear of blood across the face of Castillo.
Godoy needs to land one more good punch. Ooh, good counter by Castillo.
Short left hook from Paco Castillo. Officially just one knockdown in this fight. Godoy dropping Castillo with the jab in round 1.
Knuckle out.
Final seconds, round 2. There is the bell. We move to round 3.
And Castillo's face is a wreck at the tough man Pat McPherson has his work cut out for him. Oh.
Medical clearance from Dr. Mootsie. A literal thumbs up from referee Blake Grice. And to round number 3 we go.
You ready? You ready? Knuckle up!
Round 3. Castillo coming forward immediately off of scratch. Godoy by design taking himself backwards off of scratch to start round 3. Godoy short right hand.
Both guys throwing power shots.
Castillo to the inside. There's the push off to create space from Godoy. That draws a soft warning on the push from Grice. Overhand rights. Godoy to the inside. Heavy pressure. Driving pressure, putting Castillo's back against the ropes.
Knuckle up!
Oh, knuckle up from Grice. Back to the center circle. 125 remaining round 3. Right hand getting through from Godoy. Right hand through from Castillo.
I don't like the way you're leading in with your head. If it ends up in the head, but it's going to cost you. Watch it.
That's called a hard warning in referee speak. Blake Grice telling Dan Godoy, you're leading with your head. If it causes a cut, it will cost you. Blake Grice, one of the best MMA referees in the world. We're so happy to have him now in BKFC.
You can see how tired both of these fighters starting to get. These hard punches are laying.
Bang! Left hand from Godoy. Godoy on the left hook, right hand.
And it just looks like Castillo's about to fall with every shot, but man, just keeps on his feet.
That's 40 seconds remaining round 3.
Just heart and effort from Paco Castillo.
Big exhale from the Canadian Dan Godoy. Left hook from the Texan Paco Castillo. Castillo on the jab, right to the body, left hook. Castillo continuing to swing big. That's a push down, officially the 3rd slip of Castillo here in this fight.
Stand me. Knuckle up!
And look at both these guys, they're just exhausted, so this is such an exhausting fight. Getting inside, pushing each other around, it's so tiring.
Jab to the sternum from Godoy. 10-second clock acknowledged by Blake Grice. On the jab again. Clean right hand and the counter right from Godoy after Castillo landed. We move to round 4. Officially 77 degrees as we are outside here in Sturgis, South Dakota. But Chris, with the setting August sun, it feels a lot hotter than that.
Fight is over, Sean.
This fight is over. It has been stopped. And the win for Dan Godoy.
Just too much damage, I would have to guess. I haven't heard what they said yet. I don't think Castillo would stop on the stool. I think that the referees are his corner sitting down. No mas.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a big round of applause for these 2 warriors. On the advice of our ringside physician, our referee in charge, Blake Grice, steps in, calling a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 3. For your winner, by TKO, Daniel the Primal Godoy.
In the cruiserweight division, Cody Kerr versus Dylan Bladen. Our tale of the tape is presented by OnlyFans.
6'3" to 6 foot in favor of Kerr, but he also has a 4-inch reach advantage. These guys had some bad blood at the weigh-ins. Let's see how this fight goes, Sean.
Cody Kerr told us, I feel that Dylan Bladen with his guard will be far more open to his head than his body. That's where I will throw. For the from scratch with the overhand right is the Floridian Dylan Bladen. He's in the white trunks. The South Dakota Cody Kerr in the black and purple trunks. Kerr on his back foot trying to come forward from range.
You're going to raise tail. Bladen looking to land hard, powerful overhand rights. Those are good body shots.
Bladen from the half-tie plum. Defensive half-tie plum from Kerr. Gets the separation and the restart from Dan Mergliata. Forward on the overhand right comes Dylan Bladen. Left hook from ortho for Cody Kerr. Kerr now throwing heavy to the inside. 125 remaining, round number 1. Both fighters opening up.
Bladen already starting to look a little fatigued.
Bladen opening his chest, opening up his stance. Forward on a more blatant stance. Now comes Cody Kerr. Kerr landing on the overhead.
said he wants no mas.
Bladen shaking his head no. We are done. And the victory in his home state of South Dakota for Cody Kerr.
Cody Kerr didn't get enough. He still wants to fight. I told you these guys were mad at each other.
I'm fucking down, bitch!
Kerr is still mad. He's wanting his opponent to get up. Bladen wanted nothing. He looked tired already, Sean.
Fucking pussy!
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliata, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute, 1 second, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Cody Kerr.
In Kai Stewart's featherweight division, and two of Stewart's fellow Montanans, Timmy Mason versus AJ Craig. Our tale of the tape is presented by Blackout Coffee.
And Timmy Mason, 4 inches taller than Craig, but only a 1-inch reach advantage. Sean, sometimes I think the smaller fighter get into those overhand rights and lefts. I think they have the advantage, but we'll see.
AJ Craig said of Timmy Mason's big punching power, if we go to round number 2, I think his power will fade markedly. Full handshake from Mason and Craig up to scratch. Round number 1, Montanan versus Montanan. Red trunks for Timmy Mason, black trunks for AJ Craig. To the inside comes AJ Craig. Short left hand on the turn. Good refereeing from Andrew Glenn on the active clinch.
You can already see that power by Timmy Mason.
Mason on the left hook. Big shot from Mason. Right uppercut drops AJ Craig.
All over Craig. Craig is in some trouble at this point. He needs to get on his bike and move a little bit more this round.
Let me see your hands. Walk to me.
The assessment from Andrew Glenn of AJ Craig. Right back to it after the mandatory 8, and right back to it is Timmy Mason. Hard to the clinch from the underhook. Active left hand of Mason.
Craig needs to really keep tying up, keep moving. He's got to try and tire Timmy Mason out.
Big left hand, double left hand. That was slick from Mason. 1:05 remaining, round number 1. Strong start to this featherweight bout for Timmy Mason.
And good job by Craig by continuing to tie up. He's still a little not 100%, so he needs to get as much tying up as he can.
Swing and a miss on the entry overhand right from AJ Craig. Craig down here early stages of round number 1, most definitely trying to change the momentum, working to the inside. Heavy on the turn in the clinch, AJ Craig.
This is exhausting pace. Look at Craig. He's already getting a little bit tired by continuing to try and move the bigger, stronger Mason around.
Clean naked 2, rear left hand from Mason from southpaw. Mason on the right hand. Mason literally trying to walk down AJ Craig. Craig in the center circle now taking himself backwards.
Mason is in
Knockdown number 2.
Craig is badly hurt, so he's trying to get out of this first round. It's going to be very tough. He knows he doesn't have to deal with too much. He just has a few seconds to get out of this round.
Craig telling Andrew Glenn he wants to continue. The bell. We will move to round number 2.
Craig, very fortunate that round was over. He's badly hurt.
See the bounce of both fighters. Up to scratch, and now a medical timeout called by Andrew Glenn. Second appearance of the night from Dr. Don Muzzi. This fight is over, and the win for Timmy Mason.
I mean, Mason just threw so many hard shots, man, and did so much damage in that first round.
Great job, man. Oh, yeah, we might be.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action on the advice of our ringside physician, Andrew Glenn, steps in, calling a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Timmy Mason.
And a phenomenal job by Mason. Doesn't look like he even got hit in this fight. Pure offense and power. This guy looks like he could be a force in this division, Sean.
Weight division. Trayvon Kroger versus Dan Pettit. Our tale of the tape is presented by Amnesia Vodka.
And Kroger, 6'3", very tall for this weight class. Also a 4-inch reach advantage. He wants you to let that stay long, stay outside, control the range.
The South Dakotan Trayvon Kroger told us, I want to showcase my movement, my creativity. My goal is to not allow Dan Pettit to land a single clean punch. Round number 1, circling out now. Forward comes Dan Pettit. He's in the black trunks, black and white trunks for Trayvon Kroger. Kroger off the jab. This is exactly the range Kroger wants. Big right hand on the inside. Big swing, there's the counter from Kroger after Pettit turned over the right hand. Shuffle right hand, Kroger. Pettit undaunted coming forward into the clinch.
Right. Stay tight, Dan.
Overhand right lands from Pettit. Pettit now trying to get to the range that he wants. Slick turn by Kroger right hand.
Kroger really trying to focus on the uppercuts.
Oh, big left hand from Pettit. Both fighters throwing huge punches. Quick separation from Nick Barron's right back to it. 70 seconds remaining round 1.
Just telegraphed was that punch by Pettit. Kroger doing a good job of avoiding most of the shots. He's had a couple hard ones though.
Pettit again to the inside. There's an overhand right from Kroger, left hand, right hand. Both fighters having their moments here in round 1. The momentum right now to Trayvon Kroger. Almost an illegal spinning back fist from Pettit we fight on.
Just an exhausting pace, Sean.
Kroger stiff right hand again. Counter right hand on the pull two from Pettit. Now Kroger turning up the pressure.
And Pettit throwing himself off balance with his power shots.
Pettit bouncing against the ropes. Both fighters in the center circle. Double right hand coming forward again. Trayvon Kroger. Swing and a miss. Pettit actually punched the ropes. Huge right hands being thrown by Pettit. Swing and a miss. There's the duck under the turn. Kroger to the inside, back out.
Pettit has got to throw himself off balance. There's too much power being thrown.
Left hand, right uppercut. Clean right hand. Pettit again swing and a miss, taking himself off balance.
Oh.
Pettit thought that was the end of the round on the 10-second clock. We fight on. Fair play for Kroger. There's the bell, and that's the end of round 1.
And you can see Kroger just ready to go.
Historically, the 10-second clock evolved to let the referee know the round is about to end. Oh! And now this fight ends. That is it. Stop between rounds 1 and 2. And just like that, this South Dakotan Trayvon Kroger is 2-0 in BKFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the advice of the red corner, our referee in charge of the action, Nick Barron, calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 1. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Trayvon Kid Cobra Kroger.
Heavyweights for you now. Our tale of the tape is presented by Ball Boys for Bear Hill versus Billy Swanson.
The big fellas, Sean, both guys very tall. You got Hill with a 1-inch height advantage, but that's it. Exact same reach, 74, exact same fist size, almost the exact same weight.
Round number 1. Black and white trunks for Bear Hill. Black and gold trunks for Billy Swanson. Hill coming forward off the right hand to the inside. Short right uppercut. Fast start from Bear Hill. Now looking to counter as Billy Swanson. He does with the right hand. Swanson on the left hand. Now forward pressure from Billy Swanson.
See the corner of Swanson telling him forward pressure. They don't want to let Bear Hill decide when the fight ends.
Hill now circling out. Swanson trying to cut the ring effectively. 125 remaining, round number 1 of this heavyweight bout. Half tie plump from Billy Swanson on the uppercut. Short right hand. Open striking guard for Swanson. Tighter striking guard for Bear Hill. Hill trying to step in with the right hand, and he does. Fast start, now a measured pace from both Hill and Swanson.
You see Swanson really working on getting outside that lead foot. Not anymore because they switched the stance.
To the inside, working the half tie plum is the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, Billy Swanson. Swanson on the left hook. And that's ruled as a push down by Dan Ruelas. Officially a slip, right back to it. Extended left hand from Ortho now for Hill, and there's the up jab. Swanson from the center circle, looking to explode in on the underhook. Smart exit from Bear Hill. Hill now looking to come forward. 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. Hill off the jab. Swanson, the natural right-hander, as you see, he is in southpaw.
Both these guys switching stances so often makes it difficult to get a good read on your opponent.
Hill now with the half-tide glove, short right hand. Straight right hand from Hill just before the bell today. Round 1. Sportsmanship continues between these two powerful heavyweights. Touch of hands up to scratch, round 2. Forward off of the jab and the hook jab to start the second round is Bear Hill. Now Hill taking himself backwards by design. Swanson to the mid-range right hand. Counter, double right hands from Hill. That was slick. See the much higher, tighter striking guard for Hill. Overhand left from Swanson.
As these guys are southpaw versus right-handed, whoever can get outside that lead foot who has the advantage.
Open-chested now is Billy Swanson. Good elusiveness from Bear Hill.
Gotta be careful, he's backing straight up.
Hill on the right hand to the chest. Swanson resets, right hand to the head from Bear Hill. Hill not getting that right hand through, deftly blocked by the left forearm of Billy Swanson.
However, Hill is the one who's being more aggressive at this point, going first.
They're looking for the 2 to the body. Swanson talked to us a lot about movement, Chris, right now. Relatively stationary from the center circle, but coming forward on cue is Billy Swanson.
He lands that overhand left, that looping shot, hard to block.
45 seconds remaining, round 2. Swanson to the inside, Hill off the ring ropes, on the turn, and down goes Billy Swanson. Ruled a slip by Murgliata, right back to it. Hill treating it like a knockdown now, heavy pressure coming forward. Swanson on the canvas from the slip. Now Hill trying to turn his slip into a knockdown, and he does with the right hand.
Just overwhelming pressure. Swanson looks a little tired at this point, Sean.
It's the mandatory 8, given to Swanson by Murgliata. Late here in round number 2. Hill staying measured, Chris, on that knockdown.
It didn't look like it was anything overwhelming, any bad punch. It was just being tired, it looked like.
We move to round 3. Confirmation that round number 3 is upon us. A rare outdoor BKFC. Back-to-back years here in Sturgis, South Dakota, and round number 3. Bear Hill 1-0 in BKFC. Billy Swanson, his BKFC debut. Hill dropping Swanson in round number 2. Overhand right, swing and a miss from Swanson. Hill, you see the measuring? Clever on the left hand to the body. There's a straight right hand, double right hand from Bear Hill. Chris, Hill's doing a very good job throwing those double right hands. Left hand, and that's a clean knockdown.
Swanson just looks extremely tired at this point.
6, 7, 8. Put your hands up. Speed up. Ready? Come on.
Hill staying measured, sporting touch of hands. See the parry from Swanson, switching back to orthodox. Now back to southpaw is Billy Swanson.
I don't like the way Swanson put his hands and covered up. Dangerous to do in this sport.
Hill cool as you like, staying measured, no rush, no panic on the knockdown. Hill staying methodical, landing his power punches. Big right hand from Hill. Swanson on his back foot. Clean right hand, knockdown number 3.
You can tell Swanson is not liking this. I think that's going to be all she wrote.
7, 8, 9,
9 and 10. Victory for Bear Hill.
Swanson just didn't like what he was tasting. Getting hit too many times. We've talked about it, Sean. This is bare knuckle. It's a little bit different than people think.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Big Dan Murgliata, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 20 seconds, round number 3. For your winner by KO, Bear, the last Barbarian Hill.
And Bear Hill in that fight looked much improved from his first fight, looked more relaxed, more in control of the range. He looked like a guy who's going to be tough to deal with at that size.
In the women's featherweight division, Cheyenne Bentliff versus Marisol Ruelas. The numbers presented by Forge Irish Stout.
Couple things here, the 5'8" to 5'5", but there's also that 5-inch reach advantage for Bentliff, but also the weight. He missed weight by a few pounds, so let's see if that is any indication. Maybe your cardio not all the way there, we'll see.
Marisol Ruelas told us, I will focus on my defense in round number 1. If we go to round number 2, then that's when I will focus on my offense. The start of round number 1. Black trunks for Cheyenne Bentliff. Great camouflage trunks with red for Marisol Ruelas. Aggressive start for Bentliff, just as she told us she would.
Like that right-handed see-through landed clean. Good job for Bentliff.
Bentliff forward off the right hand. There's the counter left from Ruelas. Ruelas trying to stay fluid on the outside. Bentliff trying to mirror the hips of Marisol Ruelas. Suddenly is Cheyenne Bentliff trying to cut off the ring. Bentliff to the inside on the right hand. Bouncing the step of Ruelas. There's the straight counter. Down goes Cheyenne Bentliff.
What a counter. Bentliff was rocked.
6, 7.
Up at 7 is Cheyenne Bentliff. Beautiful on the counter from Marisol Ruelas.
She's still a little hurt. She's not moving exactly the way she should. She's got to be careful. Got to be better defensively.
Ruelas on the overhand line. Counter right hand from Cheyenne Bentliff.
She just seems a bit slow. She's got to keep that right hand up.
Swing and a miss down the right hand coming forward off of the Ruelas miss. Ruelas left hand again. Another counter left hand from Ruelas.
That left hand is just keeps landing. Bentliff has got to keep that right hand up.
40 seconds remaining round 1.
Bentliff is totally focused on throwing the right hand. She needs to defend herself. That left hook is landing every time.
Bentliff down in round number 1, but back to applying the pressure. Ruelas staying defensive, staying fluid on the outside, trying to time those counter punches.
She's doing a great job. That overhand left is landing at will. Ooh.
Right hand getting through from Bentliff. Bentliff now off the jab. 15 seconds remaining round number 1.
Ruelas is showing a very good chin.
Willis off the jab again. Right hand getting through from Bentliff. Bentliff again to the inside. Bentliff on the left hand, right hand. Willis circles out just before the bell that ends the opening round. No knockdown thus far in this fight. Now round number 2, and we will see if Marisol Ruelas turns on the offense. Already a faster start. Bentliff, though, coming forward from the center circle.
Bentliff talked about throwing the body. There was the body shot. I was going to say she didn't do that at all in the first round.
Left hand from Ruelas, right hand from Bentliff. Tight striking guard for Ruelas. More fluid striking guard for Cheyenne Bentliff. Swing and a miss on the overhand left from Ruelas. Bentliff to the mid-range. Bentliff staying very composed right hand, counter right hand from Ruelas.
Bentliff can throw that right hand, but she needs to follow that up with a left hook.
Right hand off the mark, double right hand from Bentliff. That was clever on return. Bentliff full pressure to the inside. Ruelas again looking to counter. Bentliff trying to be first. Ruelas trying to be last. Ruelas now cut, bridge of her nose.
Bentliff smells blood. She sees the blood on her palm. She's going for the knockout.
Bentliff on the right hand, and we're at one knockdown apiece.
You can just see Ruelas says, that's it.
This fight is over in her home state of South Dakota. The win is come from behind fashion for Cheyenne Bentliff.
Off the canvas, she was badly hurt in that first round with a lot of hard left hands. Got up off the canvas and just keep coming forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, calls a stop to this fight at 1 minute, 11 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by TKO, the Fighting Pride of Sturgis, Cheyenne Bentliff.
In the lightweight division, Brito versus Brandon Meyer. Our tale of the tape is presented by Rasha.
Interesting one here, Sean. Brandon Meyer with a 2-inch height advantage. However, Brito does have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight.
Elvin Brito told us, I know that Brandon Meyer has an unconventional style. I know he will keep switching stances. I will be a technician. Blue trunks for Brandon Meyer, black trunks for Elvin Brito. Meyer, the natural right-hander, moved to southpaw. Back to ortho, back to southpaw, just like that. Brito with the right hand from ortho.
See, Meyer talking to his opponent.
Meyer talking again to Brito. Brito, you see the head movement off the jab. Heavy front shoulder for Brandon Meyer.
Such an awkward stance and a way to fight for Brito. Very hard to mimic.
Overhand left just off the mark from Brito.
Brito might want to close the mouth. He don't want to get hit in that jaw.
Right hand, left hook, definitely blocked by Meyer. Right hand on the follow through from Brito.
So I like the power shots being thrown by Brito. Really gain your opponent's respect. No, you can't sit there and trade punches.
65 seconds remaining, round number 1 of this bout at 155 pounds. This is a pivotal fight for both men. Brito and Meyer. Brito to the inside, to the body. Right hand.
It's that in motion. He's closing the gap so well as Elvin Brito that's really giving Meyer problems.
Brito coming forward off the 2-1, showing his creativity. Head movement now from Brandon Meyer.
Just little feints, and you're not sure when the punches are coming. Brito throws them and really backing his opponent up.
Double left hook from Meyer. That's the unconventional style that Brito referenced in our fighter meeting. Heavy feint from Meyer. Brito to the inside. Right hand off the mark. Meyer, the diversionary tactics to the inside. Short right hand, the uppercut getting through from Brito. Brito now spinning back against the corner cushion. That right uppercut. That ends round number 1.
I enjoy riding, and that was interesting in the round. I couldn't really tell if Elvin got hit in her or was just off balance.
Round 2. See the feint, the movement from Meyer? And those are the diversionary tactics that he does so well.
Brito does such a good job of getting you to put up your guard and then hits what's open.
Brito, jab to the body, jab to the head. Brito, through his 12 previous fights in BKFC, has proved to be one of the best defensive fighters in promotional history.
So many more punches being thrown and landed by Brito at this point.
Feint, there's the jab, the step away from Brito. Jab again. More measured pace now, set right hand. Respect flowing in both directions. Brito looking, jab to the body, to the inside. On the turn, Meyer on the overhook. Double unders, that gets the separation from Blake Grice. Jab to the body. Left hook didn't fully land from Meyer.
You just don't know where the punches are coming from when you're fighting Brito.
Jab, left hook. Brito taking himself backwards to do that. Explode forward, landed the right hand. Meyer back to the mid-range. Brito back to the body jab. Meyer trying to cut the ring. So difficult, Chris, against Elvin Brito. Overhand right. That was effective. To the body, then to the head on the 3-punch combination from Brito. Getting late here in round number 2. There's the 10-second clack acknowledged by Blake Grice. Step in right hand from Brito. Step in right hand again.
It's just awkward. You're not going to find anybody to train with who's going to come at you in these angles.
We go to round 3. Our second consecutive year here in Sturgis, South Dakota. Round number 3. Brito open-chested, coming forward, right hand. Right hand, left hook just off the mark from Meyer. The idea most definitely there, jab to the head from Brito. High front shoulder from Meyer, right hand getting through from Brito, then the high elbow block. These are two very impressive movers, Chris.
And just look at the feints from Brito right now, just throwing those hard shots. Very difficult to find where they come from. But good job by Meyer landing some body shots.
Meyer to the body, right hand. Restart from Blake Grice. Brito on the jab again. Elvin Brito noticeably trying to turn up his volume here in round 3. 1:15 remaining in the 3rd round. Meyer now cut outside of his left brow. Brito left hook.
That was started by a right hand to the body. Like I said, you never know where these punches are coming from and where they're going to land. They go into the head, they go in the body.
Left hand, right hand.
Good 3-punch combinations and then right back out.
Brito on the feint. Meyer on the step back. Jab to the body again for Elvin Brito. Continues to throw that punch. Duck under from Brito. That's exactly, Chris, what Brito talked to us about in our fighter meeting. Using duck unders and level changes rather than blocks, of which he felt he had become overly reliant. Half-tie plum now. Meyer to the body. Right uppercuts to the head from Elvin Brito. Good refereeing from Blake Grice, letting this active clinch flow.
And they're both landing, Sean.
Inactive, separation from Grice. 15 seconds remaining, round 3.
And Sean, I feel like this pace that Brito's starting to really wear Brandon Myers down. He's hurt, he looks tired.
Brito to the body on the entry. Short right hands, almost a hammer fist, not quite legal, getting through. Bigger shots, Meyer down. We'll see how this is ruled by Blake Grice.
Down.
It is ruled as a knockdown. Here comes the count. Cannot be saved by the bell in any round.
Nope. Is he getting up?
Up at 9 is Brandon Meyer.
Brandon Meyer just looked exhausted at the end of that round.
The assessment from Blake Grice, and we will go to round 4.
And I just talked about how he looked tired, but man, he looked exhausted after that knockdown. Oh, they're gonna look at this one. That was a nasty cut.
Here comes the medical timeout. Here comes Dr. Don Moodsie, Chief Medical Officer of BKFC.
Wow. Great job by Cutman Pat McPherson of closing that cut.
Round number 4.
Elvin, he's just wanting to get the finish at this point. You know, he feels like he's in complete control. He's just got to be very careful.
Brito on the right hand, left hand. From the half-time bumper, Willis to the body. Now to the head, back to the body. Elvin Brito, one-way traffic. Blake Grice taking a really close look. Ferocious shots with the right hand. Body, head, body from Elvin Brito. Meyer trying to throw back, but he's playing defense. Elvin Brito playing on offense.
He's about to stop it, Sean. Good stop.
This is over. The win for Elvin Brito, his 7th in BKFC.
And Sean, I feel like I'm bringing this up more and more. I say a lot of times I don't like these standing stops, but that was fantastic. The referee needed to stop that.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Blake Grice, calls a stop to this fight. 32 seconds, round number 4. For your winner by TKO, El Bandito, Elvin Leon Brito.
On the fucking top of the mountain.
A really intriguing fight for you now in the light heavyweight division. The numbers presented by Amnesia Vodka for Brandon Conley versus David Simpson.
Two very strong, powerful fighters. 2-inch height advantage for David Simpson. Only 1-inch reach advantage. Sean, these guys are big, strong, powerful guys. I cannot wait to watch this fight.
Brandon Conley told us, I believe David Simpson will struggle when he cannot dictate the pace, and he will most definitely, Conley said, not dictate the pace against me. Round number 1. Black and white trunks for David Simpson, white trunks for Brandon Conley. Conley, as he told us he would, using a higher, tighter striking guard than we have seen in his 3 previous BKFC bouts. You see the fluidity in the open guard of David Simpson. Simpson stepping up, big right hand to the inside. Simpson, ferocious shots, still standing as Brandon Conley. This fight is over. Game, set, match. David Simpson.
That was odd that he stopped it that quickly. I'm not sure what happened. He felt in the cold knockout. I mean, Simpson was on his lead. That was bizarre, Sean.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee at charge, Nick Behrens, calls a stop to this fight at 27 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, David Simpson.
With Brian Sosha in peril, we move to our feature fight of the evening. In the heavyweight division, Zach Calmus versus Corey Willis. Our tale of the tape is presented by Blackout Coffee.
Another one of these fights, Sean, extremely even. Willis does have a 1-inch height advantage. That's it. Both guys, 74-inch reach, exact same fist size. 10 pounds heavier is Willis, but not that much for the heavyweight division.
Zach Calmus said, "My key to victory is smartly finding the balance between when to attack and when to defend." Round number 1, trying to attack off from scratch is Zach Calmus on the overhand right. He's in the black and gold trunks, solid black trunks with Corey Willis.
Willis just tackled his opponent into the ropes.
Willis hard to the inside. Heavy pressure, left hands, right hands.
Listen, don't hold so much. Don't hold so much.
And that's the stoppage from Ruelas, not stopping the fight, but stopping the onslaught of Willis, telling Calmus an active clinch, but don't clock.
Willis has to be careful not to burn himself out. He's wasting a lot of energy at this point. I'm not sure if he can keep this up for 5 rounds.
Willis talked about exploding in, and he does that right now. Again, heavy to the inside comes Corey Willis. Willis left hands. Calmus trying to throw short right hands. Again, the separation from Ruelas. 1:10 remaining round 1.
Getting inside and trying to do all his work. He's got to land some hard shots from the outside, too.
Shuffle step from Corey Willis. Thus far, he's been playing all offense. Calmus has been playing all defense. Calmus on his back foot, forward on his front foot. Corey Willis into the clinch. Soft boarding by Ruelas, telling Calmus, don't turn and expose your back. That was the reason for the sporting touch of hands. Right hand through the nose. Big left hand from Corey Willis. Willis to the body, relentless to the inside comes Corey Willis. Body head back to the body with the right hand, now left hand to the head. Calmus trying to throw short shots. Zach Calmus cut under his left eye.
Big right hand landed by Willis.
Strong round number 1 to this point for Corey Willis. Short left hand from Calmus, but driven back by Corey Willis. To the inside, Willis relentless chest to chest. There's the S-grip that gets the separation from Calmus.
Willis can disengage when he's inside and land some hard shots. He can do some damage.
Again to the inside. Channeling his folk style wrestling past at the NAI level. To the inside, to the bell. We move to round number 2. Round number 2. Back to the inside comes Corey Willis. Round 2 looking a lot like round number 1. Willis on the inside. Ruelas telling Willis you can't pull the hair and hit. S-grip again gets the separation from Calmus. Offensive clinch from Calmus. We're seeing an offensive clinch, Chris, thus far from Corey Willis.
Like that step over, hooky through.
Double underhooks gets the separation from Ruelas.
And I'm not sure if Zach Calmus just wait until his opponent slows down and start getting offensive. He has to do something different.
Hard right hand from Willis, and down goes Zach Calmus.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at the eye. He's having problems seeing is Zach Calmus.
Right back to it from Ruelas. Right back to the inside, relentless from Corey Willis. Trying to counter this back against Zach Calmus. Calmus now waving Willis forward, now pointing to the canvas saying, let's stand and trade.
Willis looks like he's having problems with his right eye.
Willis looking for the entry right to the body. Swing and a miss, there's the counter. Back to the inside, chest to chest.
Look at that percentage for Willis. He's landing 71 out of 87 punches. Phenomenal.
Calmus cuts under both thighs, smiling at Willis on the last separation. Chris, right now we're seeing a clinical display of how upper body wrestling can be so effective in this modern revival of bare knuckle. As can a right hand.
But I mean, look at how Zach Calmus is getting hit with these punches, and he's just waving his opponent on.
Feint step from Willis. Another big round for Willis. Strong round number 1. Stronger round number 2 for Willis as he has dropped Zach Calmus. The bell, we move to round 3.
And that right eye for Zach Calmus is going to be a huge problem.
The finger test. We are done! And a phenomenal victory for Willis.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the advice of our ringside physician, our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliata, calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 2. For your winner by TKO, Corey, what you talking about, Willis!
The numbers for this our co-main event of the evening are presented by OnlyFans. In the women's strawweight division, Taylor Starling versus Shelby Cannon.
And Taylor Starling with a 5-inch height advantage and a 4-inch reach advantage. She has to utilize that reach and stay long and cannot let Shelby Cannon get on the inside.
Shelby Cannon told us, I have to keep rolling under the long, straight punches of Taylor Starling. Round number 1. Black and yellow trunks for Taylor Starling. Camouflage trunks with pink for Shelby Cannon. This is exactly the range that Starling wants. Coming forward from the center circle, long off the jab. This is now what Cannon wants. To the inside, heavy on the clinch comes Shelby Cannon. Separation from Blake Grice on the restart. Jab from Starling on the rangefinder. Hard overhand left entry from Cannon, then back out.
And that's what Ken needs to do, get inside and land that overhand left.
Swing and a miss with the right hand from Starling. She tried to pull it back mid-flight. 120 remaining, round number 1. Our co-main event of the evening. Pivotal in the women's 115-pound division. Cannon to the inside. Overhook from Starling, gets the separation from Grice. Bouncing the step of Cannon. Long jab from Starling. Left hand from Cannon.
And that's what Cannon said she needed to do, land that big punch early. See if that can change the way that Taylor Starling fights.
Starling took that well, still coming forward. Cannon again on the left hand. Now to the inside, short right hands from Cannon.
Stop, break.
Oh, the nose is already starting to bleed for Taylor Starling.
Well, coming out of Starling's left nostril. Cannon again on the left hand. Hard entry from Shelby Cannon.
It's that overhand left that's landing. That's the one that's doing the damage.
Spear of blood across the face of Taylor Starling. Blake Grice keeping this fight moving. To the step of Starling. 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Cannon again looking hard for the entry. There's the right hand from the level change.
Watch the back of the head like a clean break.
Separation from Grice.
Knuckle up. Stop.
The bell. We move to round number 2. Chris, we knew this would be a range fight. It played out as such in round number 1. Starling wants the outside fight. Cannon wants the inside fight.
She just waits for that jab of Taylor Starling, then she comes in with her overhand left hand.
That overhand left was largely how Cannon was making it an inside fight. Round number 1, left to the body. That was clever from Cannon.
And that, you keep throwing that left to the body, they start dropping the right hand, then it's open upstairs.
Cannon on the outside, looking for the overhand left. Good elusive movement defensively from Starling, now resetting. And straight punches. Good defense again from Starling. On the entry punches, Starling trying to counter, and she does on the left hand. There's the turn.
But still that forward pressure from Cannon, pushing her opponent backwards. That does a lot in the judge's eyes.
Long jab again from Starling. Overhand left, not fully through from Cannon. 55 seconds remaining, round 2. Overhand right lands from Shelby Cannon.
And now she got Taylor Starling looking for that overhand left. The overhand right is there.
Starling circling as you see to her right. Cannon on the feint step again. Feint step right back from Taylor Starling. Now 30 seconds remaining, round 2. Again, the hard entry from Shelby Cannon.
I feel like Cannon definitely has Taylor Starling waiting just to counter the entire time. Taylor Starling needs to get off a little bit, get off first.
Starling now the fly to the head, big right hand, left hand from Starling. Cannon on the clinch, half tie plug, over under. Separation restart from Blake Grice, final seconds, round 2. Left hand again, the turn, the right hand from Starling. Next stop, round 3. Here's silence fees. So great, Chris, to see Cody Garbrandt.
Sean, I've thought he'd be perfect for this sport for a long time now.
I still think he will be. Round number 3.
I like Taylor. Looks like she's trying to be more aggressive, coming forward, getting off first on that right hand.
Starling off the jab. Cannon continuing to look for entries, overhand left, and to a lesser degree, overhand right. Just a switch step from Cannon. 2 from Starling.
Cannon's trying to find a way to get in without running into that right hand.
There's the overhand right from Cannon. Body then head. 80 seconds remaining, round 3. Good right hand from Starling. Jab again from Starling on the hook jab. Jab from Shelby Cannon, left to the body. From the center circle. 45 seconds remaining, round 3. Starling on the right hand.
And you can see here, very even with the number of head strikes thrown. Cannon with a better percentage and better number of punches landed.
Blake Grice keeping our co-main event moving. Right hand, long extended from Starling. Again, this is the range that Taylor Starling wants. And then on the outside, looking for the entry, and she finds a good forward to the head right back from Starling.
Starling doing a good job of countering at this point. Cannon having more difficulty getting in and those hard shots.
Cannon sweeping overhand left. Smart overhook from Taylor Starling. Over under, gets the separation from Blake Grice. The bell. We move to round 4.
Cannon comes in, she continues to throw combinations down.
Sporting touch of hands, both fighters up to scratch now, round number 4 underway. 2 absolute elites, BKFC's women's strawweight division. Taylor Starling, one of the biggest stars in the promotion. This is bout number 9 for Starling in BKFC. Shelby Cannon, 1-0 in bare knuckle fighting championship, 4-1 as she enters this co-main event overall in the sport of bare knuckle. Overhand right, there's the right hand again, but the counter from Starling. Cannon to the inside, short left hand.
Good punches landed by Cannon. I mean, Taylor Starling as tough as could be.
Starling now subtly trying to cut the ring. This is with the right hand to the body. Starling pulling back that right hook mid-flight. Left hand pulled back mid-flight by Cannon. Starling again to the jab. Ooh, left hand. Cannon continues to find that punch.
Just that beautiful overhand left.
Short right hand, double right hand from Starling. That was slick. Right tight striking guard for Starling, but Cannon getting through with the right hand.
When Cannon can step out that lead foot, that left hand is going to land. That's where this fight is. Whoever steps outside the lead foot has the advantage, Sean.
Rare swing and a miss for Shelby Cannon. Left hand partially lands. See the head movement of Starling. 20 seconds remaining, round 4. From the center circle. Wide right hand from Starling. Big left hand from Cannon. Overhand right. Right hand right back from Starling. We move to the 5th and final round. Fifth and final round, our co-main event of the evening. Taylor Starling versus Shelby Cannon. This is fight number 10 of 11, BKFC 79 here in Sturgis, South Dakota. Our first fifth round of the evening.
I have been very impressed with the defense of Shelby Cannon. The good job of not taking hard shots.
Starling off the jab. Good elusive movement from Cannon. Cannon, you can see her looking to time the entry.
Just waiting for that opening, waiting for the right time. Throw that left. She threw it, didn't quite land.
There's the left to the inside, heavy pressure, short right hand from Starling. Left hand from Cannon. Right back to it from Blake Grice. Soft warning from Grice to Starling. Punch after the break. Sporting touch of hands. From Starling, left hand from Cannon. Starling to the body. Overhook from Taylor Starling.
Clean. Knuckle up.
Late here in our main event. 45 seconds remaining, fifth and final round. Left hand again from Shelby Cannon.
That has been the punch. Ooh, Taylor
Left to
Starling
the body.
really starting to throw hard now. She knows she just got hit with a hard shot.
Starling burying the last body shot as Cannon buried the last head punch. Starling long on the 1-2. 25 seconds remaining in our co-main.
Everybody looking for this one last shot that could change the judges.
Starling resetting on the outside. Cannon again on the entry. Back to the outside, right hand, Taylor Starling. Short right hand, Shelby Cannon. Straight right hand and the left hand for Starling. Right uppercut for Cannon on the inside. In the clinch to the bell. That is the end of the fight.
I would hate to be a judge in this fight.
To end all suspense, we go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one time for your co-main event. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside scored the fight 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47 to the winner by unanimous decision. Taylor Killa Starling!
The numbers for this, our main event of the evening, are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. For the vacant BKFC Welterweight World title, Julian Lane versus Gorjan GoGo Slaveski.
And both guys 5'9", 30-centimeter fist, weight almost the same. Only difference is a 2-inch reach advantage for GoGo.
Gorjan Slaveski told us, my key to victory and regaining the BKFC Welterweight World title is dictating the pace and dictating the pressure. Both fighters up to scratch the bell, round number 1. Immediately forward off of scratch is the American Julian Lane. He's in the black and gold trunks.
No surprise, GoGo coming forward with hard punches already.
Black and red trunks for the Macedonian, Gorjan Slaveski. Slaveski now to the inside. Short right hands, chest to chest from Julian Lane. There's the separation from Andrew Glenn. Level change from Slaveski. Lane to the inside on the right hand. Heavy driving pressure. Slaveski moving backwards to do this. Come forward off the left hand. Big left hand. Defensive duck under in the clinch for Lane. Lane to the inside in the clinch. Slaveski again to the inside, right hand, left hand. The pushback, and that's rolled a slip immediately by Andrew Bladen.
The correct call, both these guys. A lot of nervous energy. Good uppercut by Lane.
Right uppercut on the step in from Lane. 55 seconds remaining, round number 1 of our main event.
Good lateral drop.
Beautiful lateral drop. Great for folk style. Great for MMA, not great for this sport. Slip as such from Andrew Bladen. Back to it. There's the left hand. It's a soft warning given to Lane on that punch by Andrew Glenn. No complaint to his credit from Slaveski. We fought on. Straight left hand from Slaveski. Slaveski on the left hand. Really a takedown from Julian Lane. 20 seconds remaining round number 1. Tuck under from Slaveski on the underhook.
Once again, this pace is very tiring. These guys are spending a lot of energy.
Step in right hand from Lane. Lane again on the right hand. Swing and a miss to duck under, straight right hand. The bell. We are through the opening round.
Once again.
Austin Trout relinquished the BKFC Welterweight World title to focus on fighting in the lightweight division. Thus, this belt is vacant. Thus, our main event to claim the new BKFC Welterweight World titlist.
These guys are throwing hard shots.
Both fighters most definitely sensing the moment. On the left hand, heavy chest to chest, the grinding pressure cheek to cheek. Slaveski again on the right hand, duck under from Lane, overhand right. Almost a side headlock position from Gorjan Slaveski. Push away is Julian Lane regaining distance. Lane to the outside, taking himself backwards to have more distance. See the bounce in the step of Slaveski on the entry. Left hand, right hand, left hook. Left hand again from Slaveski.
I feel like Julian's at his best when he's trying to get off first.
Lane on the left hand. Good elusive pull from Slaveski. Shuffle step from Lane coming forward on the right hand. 60 seconds remaining round 2. Deep mouse under the left eye of the Macedonian Gorjan Slaveski. An active clinch. Right back to it from Andrew Bladen. Left hand off the mark from Slaveski. Short right hand duck under from Lane. Lane again showing the movement, that head movement.
Just out of the way of those punches. He's got to start following up with his own shots. Great uppercut by GoGo.
Left hand and the right hand in reply from Lane. Mouse about to pop under the left eye of Gorjan Slaveski. Into the clinch once more. Lane heavy on the head. 15 seconds remaining round 2. Slaveski lowering his stance. Lane again circling out for distance. Almost a wizard throw. Right back to it. Ruled a slip, of course, by Andrew Bladen. The end of round 2. Round 3. Jab to start the third round from Julian Lane. It's a conventional right hook. Now switching stances from Slaveski. Swing and a miss on the short hook from Lane. Slaveski looking for the rear left uppercut from southpaw. Level change again from Gorjan Slaveski, overhand left. Duck under from Lane. Short right hand from Slaveski.
I like it when Lane was trying to get off first. He's really looking to counter at this point.
Big right hand on the entry. Slaveski landing the push-off again for Lane to create space. He's been doing that effectively. Straight punches, Lord. And then down goes Gorjan Slaveski.
Good counter right hand by Lane. Let's see how hurt GoGo is. Let's see if Lane tries to jump all over him.
There's the mandatory 8 count. Given to Gorjan Slaveski by referee Andrew Bladen, right back to it. No urgency, staying methodical, staying cool is Julian Lane. Big right hand from Lane.
Lane hurt him again.
Lane circling out, 45 seconds remaining round 3. Duck under again from Lane. Slaveski trying to time those leaping entry hooks. And on the right hand, left hand. Good pull from Slaveski, eluding that right hand of Lane. Now Slaveski circling out to create distance. To the inside, left hand, and that's ruled a push. No complaint from Julian Lane. Final seconds, round number 3, and a big throw out for Julian Lane, dropping Gorjan Slaveski. Into the clinch, the underhook. We're through 3 rounds. We go to Cyrus Fees. Again to the winner goes the BKFC Welterweight World title, vacated by Austin Trout, as he now focuses on winning the BKFC Lightweight World title. Left hand from Gorjan Slaveski. Short right hand, big right hand, left hand from Lane. 1-2 right back from Slaveski. Big right hand again from Lane. Huge shots on the inside, overhand left from Slaveski.
Oh, you guys are going at it, throwing power shots the entire time. I love it.
Right hand again from Lane. Slaveski is taking some massive shots. Almost a dismissive push away on that clinch separation from Julian Lane. Inactive, you saw the wrist trap from Slaveski. 70 seconds remaining, round 4. Huge left hand.
And Lane, he didn't even go after his opponent. He just said, come right back in the middle. Let's finish this fight here.
Lane off the hook jab, not there. Slaveski resetting his feet in the center circle, lowering his stance, overhand left, right hand. Overhand left again from Gorjan Slaveski. Left hand again, now Slaveski turning up the temperature. Exhale from Julian Lane, left to the body from Gorjan Slaveski. Right hand, left hook. Big right hand. Momentum is shifted fully here in round 4. The best on Lane now on Slaveski. Left hand. Hands down for Lane. Mouth open, left hand. Duck under from Gorjan Slaveski, left hook. 15 seconds remaining in the 4th round. Hands on hips for Julian Lane.
What is happening here?
Action from Andrew Glenn. That was surreal. It's a side headlock position for the Macedonian Gorjan Slaveski. Shot step, rear right uppercut just off the mark as we move to the 5th and final round. A full handshake, tremendous respect between these two outstanding fighters. Julian Lane versus Gorjan Slaveski. Knockdown number 2.
Sean, that makes it, I don't think GoGo can win this fight unless he gets a knockdown.
Lane dropping Slaveski in round 3 and here in the early stages of round 5. And if this does go the distance, that is massive. Left hook off the mark. Slaveski off the canvas, deep crouch. Slaveski, deep crouch again, rolling under a left hook. Right hand, big swings in the pocket from both men. Now to the mid-range, stiff jab on the step in from Slaveski. Counter right hand by Lane. Crouch again from Gorjan Slaveski. Short right hands from Julian Lane. He calls those the ice pick punches. 60 seconds remaining in our main event.
GoGo has to know he's got to get this knockdown. He's got to get this one back.
See the continual bounce in the step of Slaveski from the center circle. 45 seconds remaining in this fight. Right hook not there. Swing and a partial miss to the body from Slaveski. To the clinch, overhook. Andrew Glenn with some difficulty getting the separation now. To the stretch drive. Left uppercut entry from Slaveski. That was so big left hand. Slaveski on the left hand again, framing out. Forward comes Gorjan Slaveski to the mid-range, leaping with the right uppercut. On the back pedal, Julian Lane. Lane on the turn, Slaveski to the canvas, not ruled a knockdown. And that is the end of our main event.
Very smart end of the fight for Lane. He just knew he had to survive with the 2 knockdowns. Great job.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, our judges at ringside score the fight 49-44, 48-45, and 49-44 to the winner by unanimous decision. And he is your new BKFC World Welterweight Champion, Julian! Let me back!